shit.
Can't hear anything. Welcome to episode, 74 of the Beyond Pixels podcast. Today, we're going to be starting our, hopefully try to do this every last Thursday of the month, our Vrchat News Day.
I'm going to do something.
So we're going to talk about Vrchat and what's happened and what's coming, things like that.
Insert joke here.
Oh.
So with that,
Insert walking into two people fucking in a public lobby.
yeah, that happens sometimes. Fuck.
Every time I go to a public world that doesn't have turtle in it.
Oh. Just as I say that, one thing
I'm not saying anything.
ERP verified said Discord. That's an
I
announcement.
I'm going to pull up the Vrchat developer updates.
Hey, it's news
I have not
time.
been keeping up with them, so this is all going to be news to me.
Same.
So, the biggest thing that's coming out and is currently in open beta right now is the Avatar Marketplace, which I know we talked a little bit about that, I think last week or the week before.
Yeah.
But the Avatar Marketplace is a really good thing. It's going to help a lot for both Avatar creators and regular users that either don't have a computer or don't want to learn Unity or can't do Unity or for some reason.
Hope they won't
To allow them to get
promiscuous models, though.
Yeah, because that is the one downside, I guess you could say, to the Avatar Marketplace. But it's also a big bonus at the same time.
Yeah, it's a trade-off, but it's not a big trade-off.
No lewd avatars, no not safe for work allowed in it currently. There's always a chance that they might add them in the future.
Not without some restrictions, I imagine.
My guess is if they do allow not safe for work avatars in the marketplace, it's going to be with the limitation that the person wearing it or the person buying it and anyone that can see it has to be age verified.
Yeah, I can see that.
And now that Vrchat has the age verification, they can do things like that. And also they can limit the use of those avatars to private 18 plus only instances, things like that. There's a bunch of different things they can do with that to make it safe and actually allow some things.
Which they can't deny has been happening anyway. They just can't.
No, they know crazy things happen in Vrchat. They just don't care as long as it's done in private worlds and everyone in there doesn't care. Like, technically still against the TOS, but if no one reports it, then nothing can be done about it.
Yeah.
Kind of like cop didn't see it, I didn't do it.
Don't ask, don't tell.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's on a public display, perish.
It's literally the speakeasies of the present day.
The sex-easies.
Yeah.
That's my one. I'm good.
Oh.
Continue, Turtle.
Another thing that I am now reading here, I guess Cyan Trigger, which is it's a way of working with Udon for worlds that sort of resembles and acts like the old style that we used to have in SDK 2, where it's just like linking objects and functions and that's it. So yeah, they're apparently Cyan Trigger is actually going to be removed, or like it's not going to be updated soon, since Vrchat is going to be pushing out Soba, which that's another thing. I believe Soba is going to be coming out into open beta soon. based on all of the testing we've seen in the developer updates and all of the new features we're getting, like easier code. They're doing that type of stuff to make it more compatible directly with Udon, so that when they switch over to it, it all works together.
Effectively, this is going to help streamline a lot of creation.
Yeah, it's going to make world creation extremely more simple. Instead of spending hours with workarounds to get around issues and limitations, it's going to be like programming regularly, pretty much.
Now they'll spend hours figuring out what to fucking put there.
Yep. Let's see. Ooh, Vrchat's also got a new mobile shader out, meaning Quest compatible shader. I believe that one just got pushed to the live build last week. So previously, to make a Quest avatar have like color changing and things like that, you would have to have a different texture or different material for every one of the colors. Vrchat now added a new material or shader that allows for animating colors on avatars. That's fun. Let's see.
Watch out for the questies.
I was actually watching a video a couple days ago on someone going over like what's the worst thing about Vrchat, and it's the optimization and the performance, because that's another big thing with the avatar marketplace. When that comes out and people start using it, it's heavily likely that the avatar marketplace is going to require that the avatars be optimized to a certain point. Yep. So if people start using them more, public worlds will be a little easier to handle.
Which means I won't have problems chasing after you. Maybe.
Possibly. I mean, it's going to take a while before people really start to use the avatar marketplace consistently. I think it's in open beta right now, but I have no clue how to actually access it, or if it's even on my the open beta that I'm on, because I'm on the Steam Audio open beta, which the beta I've been on has been ongoing for like a month and a half now. It's the Steam Audio. I think I talked about this a little bit before. So audio is much crisper, smoother, a little faster, and there's going to be the ability to have sound not travel through walls.
You have my attention.
So if you ever go to a black cat and you walk right out of spawn, and there's a mirror on the other side of the wall, and you hear those people talking, you'll be able to put a block in the way so that the audio doesn't go through that wall, so you don't hear people in another room. And with that, you would also be able to, like, if you're in one room and someone else is in the room right next to you and there's just a door, it will actually sound like the audio is coming through the door instead of just coming from wherever the person is through the walls.
Clearly, you have no idea how excited you just made me.
Yeah, that type of thing is gonna...
Sound is a huge thing for me. Hearing someone talk through a wall, it's disorienting.
Yeah,
I mean,
so think about this too.
Shut.
Walls, man.
When that comes out and starts getting implemented into worlds, game worlds like Murder are going to become a little more fun. You won't be able to just scream through the wall saying, it's this person, as you're being chased by them. It's definitely going to make things more immersive. So that's one thing I'm really excited for. Until they have an actual like public release of it instead of in the open beta, until they have that, it's currently kind of stuck with just being an in-place replacement for the previous audio system. So it doesn't have all the new extra features, but they will start enabling those after this comes out in a release.
I'm just now thinking of like
because of,
I'm just thinking of so many evil things that people could do with that. Like in my own head, I'm thinking of like, picture, if you will, someone makes a world called Interview Room, and it's just a glass box with the feature you just mentioned where sound can't pass through the wall. And the minute they go into the box, you close it up, it's soundproof now, and you ask them questions. They can hear you, but you can't hear them.
Yeah, things like that are possible as well with that.
I would absolutely make a world like that if I could.
Let's see.
But yeah, because
I
then
think I
you
know
just
which
fill in the
world's gonna
blanks with your
benefit
own.
I know which world's going to benefit from that the most, and that's Prison Break.
Oh my fucking god, yes.
You're
Oh, that
already
one.
imagining it, aren't you, Vampy?
Yes, I love... look, Prison Break's fun, and I get to fuck around with people. So...
Well, Prison Break is going to be a lot more fun when they don't hear you talking in the vents. That would be pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Or if anything, it comes
all-
out as like
all of those
echoes, so you
games-
don't know where exactly you are.
Yeah,
Reverberation might be
and-
harder, but
So, okay, another thing with that, you know the some of the worlds that use the reverb, and it's just annoying hearing your own voice, like super delayed and echoing in your ears, and it's just disgusting.
yeah.
That will be remade and will work so much smoother, and actually, you should be able to tune it to actually bounce realistically instead of just a 100% echo. So, like, if you're in a cave, you actually set the cave's mesh as the audio collider, in a sense, and the audio will realistically bounce off of it and come back at you. So, if you're standing at like the mouth of the cave and you speak into it or scream into it, the sound would echo and come back at you instead of just echoing 100% in your ears.
You're my inside source for when these roll out, so please let me know when that happens. I'm going to abuse the fuck out of it.
You literally sat the fuck up when you started saying this. I noticed that. I'm like,
I am an audiophile through and through, and this shit counts.
Let's see.
see, I'm
What
like a dog waiting
other-
for a treat. Like, what the fuck?
This is one hell of a treat. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, those. So the audio beta, Soba, and the Avatar Marketplace are the big free things that are in the works with VRChat right now. I don't think there's anything else super big going on with that, at least for new features. I think.
So going back to the avatars, who makes the money? Like, does it just go straight to VRChat?
So avatar creators can currently apply to join that system, and when they're approved, the people can upload their avatars into it. VRChat actually manually reviews every single upload into it, and VRChat will take a small cut, just like it does in Worlds with the creator economy.
Do we know if those avatars are going to be locked? Because what's stopping people from buying one and then sharing it with everybody they come across?
They can't. You cannot share them.
Oh, okay.
Instead of the clone buttons, what'll happen is a different button pops up saying buy the avatar.
So you can't
Oh.
load it out.
So you can
Okay.
click. So you can click just to go right to the page for it. And with that, there's also another feature they're adding with it, where you can try on the avatar, and that
Okay, that's what I
puts
was
it
hoping
only
for.
visually on for you, so you can try it out, test the animations, see if it's something you want to spend your money on, and then
free
spend your
trial.
money on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I was just curious at how they would stop people from sharing it. So yeah, that answered my question.
Yeah, and loaning it out
Sounds-
like that still makes sense.
Okay, yeah. This sounds very complicated, and there's going to be a lot of bugs. And one of these bugs is gonna be very breaking. I bet on it.
Most update rollouts are.
But I mean,
That's
Yeah, I mean-
what the beta is
would
supposed to be
bad for the
for, but
creators, is what
nobody
I'm saying,
reports
is
this shit.
because the bug is probably going to be a bug where it just basically sit with the free trial, for example, might allow you to permanently keep it on and people will see it. It's
No.
very complicated.
No, the free trial
I'm saying
stuff.
this is a bug. This is a
That's
possible
not
bug.
going to be.
And,
that-
I'm just saying,
the-
like, something like that could happen.
Yeah, the
And
possibility
it
of
would-
that happening is so low.
You say that
It's
you
just
said that about
non-existent.
other things and things.
all
have happened.
they'd really have to do is just add a failsafe that as soon as you leave the world that you got the loaned avatar from, you're immediately back into the last avatar you had on.
You're not.
Yeah.
So
that should-
how it works is when you try it on, no one else sees you in that avatar. You only see yourself in that avatar locally. And for that to change, for them to cause a bug, like what Vampy is saying, they would have to purposefully code for it. Because the information that you're in that avatar isn't even sent to the other people in the room. It's just, hey, they're in a private avatar that cannot be viewed. That's it. So
Do those
that's just
files
not.
still get downloaded?
Yeah, I mean, it does still have to download to your computer, but it's in a format that you can't upload to VRChat.
Okay, so it'll brick if you try. Got it.
Yeah. I mean, it's things like that. The same issues that currently exist, where someone can rip an avatar, in some ways, will always exist the same.
Yeah.
But because every avatar, if someone were to rip the avatar and re-upload it exactly as it was, there's like a 99% chance VRChat's going to flag that avatar and ban the account.
Yeah. It'd probably be like a small script that gets added to the model if it's VRChat official.
No, it's actually on the server side. They can just check, are these files identical? Does this file already exist on another avatar?
My point is
Or
still
as
saying
another
something
avatar,
will be-
and yeah.
something will be in that model that's like, hey, this shit
It's
ain't
actually
legit.
not. That's the thing. It's not actually in the model. It's the model itself. Identical files. It's like having two text files on your computer that say hello. You can run some math on the bytes in that and get a unique string, but that unique string will be identical if you have two identical files.
I am aware of this.
Okay, then, yeah. So there's nothing like that they have to add to the model to make it do that. It's just by default that's how it works already, and they do
Yeah, but you know
flag
someone's
things
gonna
like
do it
that
anyway.
sometimes.
People are that
Oh, yeah.
paranoid.
Yeah, well, I mean, some people at times have put anti-ripping animations on avatars, where if you don't have a special code to input, the avatar is just a jumbled mess and doesn't work.
Yeah, I can see that now.
But
It's
those
like you
things are
walk in, it's
pretty
like, hey
rare.
guys, I got this cool model. Anybody want to share?
Okay.
all for the fucking bit.
All-
I fucking
All for the
swear.
bit.
King of the bits, you know this. Anyhow,
Yeah, other than that, I don't really know what else.
Yeah.
I guess
the
that's
problem
it
with the
then.
news
Good
is
podcast.
it should probably be every year thing. We should check and do an update on Vrchat, or every half year, because every month there's not going to be a lot.
I was gonna say
Oh,
every
Not there for
season.
an hour.
There is a lot that changes in VR chat over time.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna say every
but
season.
over a month isn't always going to be the best.
This one I just didn't have a chance to prepare any specific things for this episode yet. So now that if we're going to continue doing this weekly, or not weekly, monthly, for the VR chat news day, I will start to try to keep notes throughout the week or throughout the month to have that.
All right. Yeah,
But because
if you do
today
something like
wasn't
that, then maybe we can try
planned, if I
this,
could just
but
never
if
forget.
it's still not enough, then we might have
Yeah,
to
today I just didn't have.
redo it.
I did not have the ability to do anything today.
Turtle, I'm surprised you and Sylvia are awake.
A long night.
Yeah, exactly. I'm surprised you two are still awake.
Yeah, it's been a rough couple of weeks.
Don't I know
Hey, I got
Still.
a gallon of water
Oh.
next to me. I'm fine.
it? Mm-hmm.
So, anyone else have questions or thoughts on new things coming to VR chat, or we could talk about what new thing we hope VR chat does in the future?
Yeah, why is
Well, I'm
the sun so
definitely-
loud?
At this point, VR chat just needs to make an 18+ world like properly, and just say, "Hey, all you horny bastards can go here."
Maybe not a world.
So VR chat won't do that, but there's hundreds of groups out there that have done that. So
Oh, I know. I know. I'm part of some groups, but I'm just saying VR chat should do it because
Ban this man.
I don't think VR chat should. VR chat should not take on the community of
The dark
things
side of
like
VR
that.
chat ultimately
The
should not.
community. So VR chat's never really been something to make worlds themselves and make things to fit the community. The community makes the things to fit the community. So there's no reason for VR chat to intervene and make something like that when there's already hundreds, if not thousands, that exist.
Yeah.
It's just go find a group and join that group and hang out with people in that group.
Yeah. Unless they
If that's what you're
themselves
into.
are trying to get like a community event sponsored, they should not be backing shit like that.
Yeah.
okay.
We've already got the age verification. That's enough of a pledge from them.
No,
I know it's not the main reason, but
whatever the fuck your name is in the chat. I'm not even gonna
Unidentified
try
flying
right now.
angel.
Let me try
Unidentified
and
flying
read it.
angel.
Hold on.
Unidentified flying angel, yeah.
I just realized I haven't been
Circuitry
paying attention to
beat
chat.
It's Firefly.
Oh, hello, Firefly.
Firefly.
VR chat didn't really go downhill when they added the monetization. Adding the monetization was a good thing and allows VR chat to continue operating and hiring new employees and making VR chat bigger and better.
Yeah.
So it's a necessary thing, and it's not an in-your-face, like, you have to do it, you have to spend money on VR chat. That's not something they ever want to do, as far as I can see. They need to make money somehow, so offering additional services and features and letting people spend money in worlds
Yeah.
to support
I
the
will-
world creator and VR chat at the same time, all of that is amazing.
I will say this much. When you go to access your avatars, it should immediately open to the Explore tab. Like, if they change that, I'll be happy.
Well, Explore. What do you mean the Explore tab?
When you go to your avatars, and you see the tab of avatars you can buy.
Oh,
It should
Yeah,
not start there.
no, it's still going to treat it the same as it does now, where when you open that menu and you click on something, like if I go click on the fallbacks right now, then I close the menu and I go back, it's on fallbacks still. If I go back instead and go to my recently used, close out, open it back to that, it saves the last one you were on.
Until you
So-
log out and log back in.
Yeah, and then it just defaults to your recents again, I believe.
Yeah, and that's my ultimate concern. Granted,
I
that is my
don't think they're
only
going to
concern.
change that.
They're not, but
I
I'm
have
voicing my
lost
concern
my
anyway because I
hands
know at least
somehow.
one of them is watching.
You have what?
I have lost my hands. What is going on with my hands? Why?
Hey, welcome to the club.
Hey!
Why am I like a
Still
fucking?
got mine, bitch.
Do you see this though? Like what the?
Yeah, you're kind of like. I cannot recreate this, but.
Oh, God damn.
Damn, Turtle got so drunk, even his VR's feeling it.
I think I'm gonna have to reconnect my headset.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
This is it. Anarchy.
Yeah, Turtle's gonna be gone for a few minutes. Let's go.
Okay, let me try resetting my
Hey, Bubby.
headset.
What's up?
Hey.
Oh, perfect timing.
Look who joined.
I know, it's almost like he knew it was happening.
My boy is having one hell of a dream.
Okay.
I mean, it's just trying to be late.
No, you made good timing. Turtle's fucking
Hey.
troubleshooting his equipment.
Yeah, perfect.
It's just a normal night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Buddy, ain't no such
Well,
thing as normal.
Normally,
That
except for the
worked.
fact that the news I have heard tonight is making me very excited.
The
There are audio
Steam
changes
VR.
coming to VR chat.
Yeah, the
and,
Steam audio.
Keep it in your
I'm
pants,
excited.
I
though.
thought it was already in effect.
Nobody
What's the
can
point
see me
of keeping
with
it
my
in your
pants off.
pants?
They're fine.
It's
Look,
on
you're in
the
he's in VR. He should be naked while playing VR.
That is not comfortable, Vampy.
the
No,
Steam
actually, I
audio
do have-
beta.
Not to
Is
mention,
currently
I
out.
have a lapel. I need at least a shirt on.
Hold on a second, I gotta
Gotta
reset.
have the lapel.
Look,
Something
I
on my
have 16
end.
straps. I will strap myself up.
Oh,
That's
there's
your
a man
problem.
who knows how to use a strap on. You give it to real quick.
With you not Thanos.
We're talking about staying strapped, like having a gun on you.
Exactly, that's much safer.
Yeah.
Hit him with
Yeah,
the
totally.
Uzi Boozy.
Always had that
I
kind
am totally sitting in VR chat holding a Glock 17, not because my.
Couldn't finish that sentence.
A Glock 17, not a cock 17?
I'm glad you're all armed with your strap on.
That shoots a different kind of ammunition.
Yeah, what the fuck?
That is all
Cock
that will
17.
matter.
Like George Carlin
Oh my
said, cock
God.
this and I'll discharge a load for you.
So, Xavion,
Hola.
what upcoming feature of VR chat are you excited for? There's a handful that we're really talking about today. The Avatar Marketplace, Soba, which is the
Yeah.
replacement for Udon, and
Audio
the
changes.
yeah, the audio.
Yes.
Which one are you most excited for?
I want to see what tools they plan to bring out for people who are like in the development, whether you're working with avatars or worlds and stuff. That's been in the works for a while, but I really think they're going to bring it home. That's what I'm
Yeah.
really looking for.
That's probably going to make shit easier for you.
Something I
there's
wish-
simple things that it could be such an easy just add on, click this, and it could be done. If they just add those in, you're shaving off hours of my time just making up something and just
Dude,
sticking me in
Something
the
I
creative process.
wish VR chat would allow is scripts on avatars. Instead of having
It
to do
used to.
everything as an animation, let us do some scripting.
Yeah.
It's probably not going to happen, though.
No, they pretty much figure that the animation system is robust enough to do anything and everything that you want to do on an avatar. But learning how to build the animations is complex and confusing. And I think being able to put a script on an avatar so that it can interact more deeply with the world would be awesome.
Again, though, probably not going to happen.
How in
Nah.
the world did you tangle up your one left?
We've had a lot of bad actors that kind of spoiled the milk
Bro,
for
you
everybody.
have one leg.
Yeah,
Crashes.
yeah. I mean, if you didn't know, VR chat in its early days, back in like 2014, 2015, they allowed you to upload any and all scripts straight through Unity, like direct Unity scripting.
Yes, yes, I remember
until someone abused that and had people's computers downloading some joke malware.
Yep.
So then they disabled all that. That broke all game worlds that existed at that time, and none of those worlds exist anymore.
Yeah. It's like, joke or not, that was a huge security flaw.
Yeah.
Because it may not stop at jokes if they allowed it to continue.
Yeah. So then they moved to the SDK 2, which disallowed the custom scripting, but allowed the object interaction scripting that was really weird and confusing, and was like extremely limited on what it can do. It was basically only able to turn objects on and off, and that was about it.
Yep. We're getting better.
Yeah. Now, after that, then they switched over to SDK 3, and that gave us AV3 and Udon. Avatars 3 moved us from having the only the 5 hand gesture animations to now having the full animation wheel and animators and parameters and synced things, and it's all real cool now. And then the Udon allowed for direct scripting in a sense, although Udon initially was a noodle-based click and drag and connect this and there and that and that. But then Udon Sharp came out, made by Merlin originally, and then Merlin got hired by Vrchat and then fired by Vrchat.
Yeah. It's eventually going to reach a point where it's going to activate like some kind of sleeper agent program in your VR that just forcefully installs a neural implant. Yeah. But yeah, Avatars 3
one game.
is nice, but you can only do things that you can do with an animation.
Yeah.
Also, hello, gamer.
Yes, I'm extremely late. I apologize.
I know.
Oh,
I
don't worry,
know.
you're not the
I'm
only
late.
one.
Okay.
Everybody was a little bit late today.
I was really excited.
I wasn't. I mean, I woke up.
I was really excited
That's
for
normal.
Udon to come out, and now when it comes to world creation, I am extremely, extremely excited for Soba, for one big reason. Working with lists in Udon is disgusting, confusing, and convoluted and messy because VRChat decided that instead of allowing lists to be worked with directly, they built a wrapper around lists that has to be used in really stupid and weird ways.
I better see some innovation out of this world turtle.
Well, as soon as they come out with Soba, I'm going to be rebuilding every script in this world into Soba to simplify it and optimize it. I already rebuilt one of the scripts in this world recently because of one of the new updates, and that's my forced teleport menu.
Oh, you think
because, yeah, it works perfectly now. And it doesn't have the weird bug where if you select a person and then click immediately to teleport them somewhere, that it actually teleports someone else or doesn't teleport them.
Who wants to be a guinea pig?
That's fixed.
Fuck it. Let's go.
Fuck it, shit show, never forget.
Yes!
I am no turtle.
But
I am no turtle.
now it so how it was working before, and this is one of the things that VRChat did to get ready for Soba. How things worked before, to call that function to actually teleport a person, that function has to be ran on that person's computer. So because you can't teleport another player, the player has to teleport themselves in a sense.
Yeah.
So to teleport another person, you actually have to send a network command to run a function. and check if the local player is the player you're trying to move. And before, I had to do that by what was it? I had to do that by setting a variable, syncing that variable with the person's name, then calling a function, and hoping that that variable synced before calling the function. And the function would actually teleport the player. Now, I'm able to actually send the username with the call to the function, so I don't have to have a synced variable and hope that something comes through first.
So more or less everything is up to par now.
Yeah, it will work 100% of the time, 99% of the time.
It sounds like it's about to get better.
Yeah, that was amazing. I'm not going to rebuild the door script in here because that is working flawlessly now, and there's no reason for me to change how it syncs.
Yeah, no, don't fix what ain't broke.
But when Soba comes out, I will be rebuilding all the scripts in here to be in simpler code.
Isn't he standing right next to you? To your right?
Soba is a programming engine sort of thing for Vrchat.
Soba, I'm so
human.
sorry that you
Yeah,
are
not
the
the
being
human.
called.
programming engine from Vrchat.
Yeah, you machine. I didn't know that.
It's a replacement for Udon.
It's no wonder you are as you are.
They missed a golden opportunity to call it instant ramen instead.
Not sponsored by Top Ramen. Top Ramen, better than that bottom ramen.
I like mantra.
Oh my god.
Bottom ramen.
Oh my god.
Hang on.
Oh my god. I need to get one of those ramen cup like outfits.
You don't. You really don't.
You know what I'm talking about? Like the big
Oh god.
the
Yes,
big
Bottom
fabric
ramen.
ones.
Perfect for the bottom in your life.
Just a
I
cup of
need
noodles.
one, and I need to get a top ramen one, and I need to change the top to bottom and just put on cat ears.
Bottom
You
ramen.
need it in a Higa face,
Bottom ramen. Yeah.
right on the ramen,
And the maid outfit
right on the
Roger,
product,
Roger.
Fuck it.
tongue out, drool,
Fuck it. That's
all
like
that.
another business we could make. Fucking bottom ramen.
Colonel, could you add a
Sponsored by
nuke button
Beyond
to the
Physics.
world, please?
A black hole spawns behind us.
Fucking shit show never forget.
Beyond dimensions.
Yeah. Another thing I've been working on in here, actually, I haven't updated the video player in this room yet, but the other room has a new video player, and global audio functions perfectly now.
That's good.
That's good.
And I'm gonna be adding more to that video player. It also has a queue built into it, so you can just sit there and feed songs into it or videos into it, and just sit there and watch stuff for hours.
Instant
Let me
ramen
think.
for their spaghetti code. God.
I just noticed that.
Oh, I see it.
I need to start paying attention to the chat more.
Beyond flavor.
Hi, chat. You guys are sexy. If you're of age.
On flavor.
If you're not of age, the fuck are you doing here?
What the fuck, Savion?
Hurry up and run away for a call P. Diddy.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Shut up, you stupid fucking
I was grabbing a beer.
Baby, baby,
Stop
baby.
screaming. Oh my god.
What did I miss?
I put my face down on my kid's toy. It went off. I threw it and managed to take a screenshot. That's what you missed.
How the fuck? How the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
guys?
This is live action yeet.
So, yeah, Xavier, I think me and you are gonna love the world creation, the world side of things that are coming soon.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
Like, actually, the world that we're working on would not be possible without one of the main changes that they just did that I was talking about with the teleport script.
Mm-hmm.
Because it would have been a convoluted, confusing mess.
Well,
Is it
we're
now?
already talking about world, but it's already a convoluted mess.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Once you try to make it, especially when you work on a game world and on anything, you have nothing direct makes sense. Like, I just want this brick to move forward, then stop. You will spend 2 hours just figuring out how to make the brick move forward, then stopping. And then when you actually put it in the game, the brick never fucking moves.
Yeah,
Is this you saying you're going to put a brick in your world?
You know what?
She's a
I'm thinking about it.
brick.
Do it.
I was thinking that
Gold
song.
brick.
Yeah. I'm gonna put a torch in it though. That I gotta do. I'm gonna be burning some shit.
And I know Stealth is excited for the audio.
Damn
Me
right.
and you are excited for the Soba.
Mhm.
Which one of the updates coming out are you
Oh,
most
sorry,
excited
Firefly.
for, Soba?
Yeah, that's sorry. No, all caps.
The audio still.
Definitely.
I think that'll make the game worlds a lot more fun.
And immersive.
Yeah. And
Yes.
circuitry.
Audio, it's very
Which one of the
It's
major changes
literally
coming
helps
soon?
Survive competitions with squeakers.
Man,
not where I
I
was
feel
going with
bad
that, for
for
sure.
any deaf people that play VRChat because VRChat's spending all this time to revamp the audio and it's going to do nothing for them.
Well, you don't think the
I'm
audio
sure they'll
will help
find a
them?
loop.
No, actually,
I'm sure they'll find a loophole.
I'm thinking about DJs will
Anyway,
like it.
circuitry.
Oh, my biggest thing.
I said deaf people.
Oh,
I heard my name. What?
Okay, that makes more
What did you
sense.
think you said?
What I do?
DJ people.
DJs.
Okay. he does
So,
have a point. That would be an issue.
So circuitry. Which one
I
of
was
the
given-
three major updates coming out are you most excited for?
I don't know. They all sound good to me in their own way. Probably the market. I'd be interested in seeing what else you could add to that. Not
Yeah,
just
that's what intrigues
avatars,
you the
but
most,
maybe
and that's your answer.
potentially worlds or assets. Maybe.
Yeah, I know there used to be some talk, and I think VRChat's getting closer to this, to like have droppable, buyable things. The example that I was always given was a hot potato. Pay 99 cents and you have a hot potato and you pass it around, you're with your friends, whatever, and then it explodes, whatever.
You also have
Little things like that.
tab too. That'd be really nice just to have in VRChat. If you're looking for an avatar that looks nice and juicy, it'd be nice to know that you're not gonna blow up someone's PC at the time, right when you join.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. See, oh man, something I'd like to see, because VRChat tells you when you go into your social menu and you can go to friend locations, you can see what friends are together in a world. But when you go and look at world instances and you see, oh, I have one friend in that world, or I have 3 friends in that world, you can't figure out who the friends in that world are without going back to the social tab and trying to find that exact instance. And it's kind of annoying. I'd like to see a way to simplify
I'd like
that.
to know the performance of the world currently. If you're going into it, maybe there's a bunch of people who are using some beefy ass avatars, but the world's normally fine. Or even if the world's blank, heck, one of my worlds will probably get flagged for a lot of stuff because I try a whole bunch of shit. But
Wouldn't hurt to have a
on the
benchmark,
world just like
yeah.
avatars. Yeah,
Yeah,
that way
that
you're
would-
like, okay, I can't handle this spot.
So that's harder to do because avatars, you're going to see all of the avatar at once, basically. But a world can have 1 million lights, 1 billion polys, and 1 trillion objects, and be super optimized
Well, yeah,
because
but
you
when
only
update
see
the world,
5 of them at a time.
You do get like a little something that tells you about what you're putting together. Whether there's some information you can print off. Like they just need to copy that and put that into VRChat. It's
Yeah,
already
but
under Unity.
Any of that information, though, is just inaccurate and not necessarily going to be helpful to determine the performance of the world. Actually, the only way that they really could do that is by having an automated system try out the world by going into it and interacting with all of the things and just ranking its performance that way. But that, again, inaccurate and not really helpful. But because of how granular worlds are, like in the world we're in right now, the only room that is currently enabled is this room. None of the other rooms are even visible for you.
And you have
So
it
with
done
that-
not through what call it? Starts with an OCC something, whatever. So like because I have it so like wherever direction you look at, everything else behind you that's not out of camera shot is gone. And
yeah,
so
I have that set up here as well.
Yeah.
But I also I added an additional layer because if you look that way and there happens to be a room in that direction, but it's like 1,000 meters off, it would still enable based on occlusion culling. But because of how this world is, I set it up where when you click the door, it enables the room you're going to. Or yeah, there's some weird things that happen with that, but
Funky stuff.
It's
Funky.
extremely optimized. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, it's time to get funky. Anyway.
Well,
Everybody
the camera
clap your
side can work
hands.
now.
Clap, clap, clap.
Hey.
Yeah.
Anyway,
He's got hands.
so Vampy, what
Been doing
what
some
new
PC
feature
work.
are you most excited for?
This is gonna be sounding weird for the reason, but you know how
Free
there's all
pussy.
those 18.
It's the audio. It's the audio.
It wasn't
yeah,
a no.
yeah, because of all the 18 plus words, the audio, so I don't have to hear people fucking all the time.
Alright, that's a good reason.
He is right. And that's another reason why I'm grateful.
At least if I
There's
do
no
it on
incredible
Twitter,
noises.
I'll be
Noises.
surprised that people are fucking.
I don't need to
I
know
won't be-
two
oh,
furries
they're
are boning
fucking-
20 feet away from me in the fucking bathroom. I don't need
So
to
no,
know.
you're telling me
It
every
just
time you
sounds
walk
you're
by
squeaky
in a
when you're
black
going
cat,
at it.
you
Just
just
don't do it. It's
just
it's
don't-
weird.
Just don't.
So, what's your which one of the three major features coming soon are you most excited for?
I thought I answered this.
I'm
Impala.
talking to the motherfucker behind you.
Sorry, what? I wasn't focusing. I barely hear the moment.
Out of the updates you've heard so far, which one are you more excited for?
I don't give a shit about Vrchat's updates.
Pick one, damn it.
I don't know
VRChat
any.
doesn't-
Fuck!
Come on,
VR
come
Chat
on,
doesn't give a
finish it.
shit
You
about
can
your
do it.
updates either.
Will Smith.
Keep my wife's updates out of your mouth. I'm sorry. That's where my brain went. I'm sorry.
Hey, Stealth, you know how to do an update on your wife?
You downvoted.
What the fuck?
I've spent 10 years of my life trying to figure that one out.
Oh, you
Fair.
just have to do the software update by pressing the buttons on the front, inserting the load.
Total
the
support
data
started
load.
with her and me a decade ago. And I guarantee you I'm not going to find the updates for my own kid
No,
either.
You inserted a data load. You've already done that.
I like where this is going.
I don't.
You insert the data load, and you press the two big round buttons on the front, and then 9 months later, a software update pops out.
I don't like having to wait 9
That's
months.
a
I don't like where this is
for
going.
A. B, you don't understand. That woman is a walking
You're
anomalous.
talking about the virus, right? That's
Data
why we
screen.
removed the virus, right? We're removing the virus from the update, right? After 9 months.
No,
About that.
it's a factory reset with a duplication.
Okay, I know we're making like jokes about computers and stuff, but when she was pregnant with our kid, she did end up developing an egg allergy for a while.
Oh my god!
See, she got
It
her
was like her
device updates.
Hopefully you had a VPN to keep yourself safe.
Yeah.
That's called a condom.
No, it's NordVPN. You put it right on and you're good.
Nugget VPN.
Ribbed for your protection.
These are very protected nards.
This episode is so weird. We were talking about VR chat, and now we're just making
Now we're making pregnancy jokes in the form of updates at the expense of my poor wife. I'm gonna show her this, and she's going to want to throttle all of you, myself included.
I'm probably gonna get a good angry
these.
message, aren't
She'll
I?
probably laugh about this.
You
Let's be
might.
real. She'll laugh about this and just enjoy it.
She'll either be really mad, or she'll have questions.
If she gets really mad, she's gonna need another software update.
Yeah.
This one might require a hammer.
A hammer of what kind?
Just a hammer. You gotta
Alright.
whack it until it starts working again.
Bang it.
I'd rather use a
Damn.
different... See, he's got the right idea. I'd rather use a different kind of hammer.
Yeah, you gotta bang it
Bang,
until it
bang,
starts working again.
motherfucker.
That's a good one. I like that.
Works for me.
Anyway, I think we're gonna go ahead and
I'm
wrap
joking.
things up.
Fucking shit.
We're gonna go ahead and wrap this up now. I don't know how we ended up on innuendos for
Because
Pregnancy.
fucking shit show never forget.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
software
Yeah,
on hard
yeah,
drives is
yeah.
hardcore, not soft.
I'm not
Yeah, so you gotta use your hard drive to insert the data load that pops out 9 months later.
I just imagine that spinning bar on the belly. It just says loading, loading.
Oh my
Loading.
fucking god. For 9 months,
pretty sure that was the
loading,
ultrasound.
Loading, 1%, loading.
Loading, installing.
Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and wrap things up here. Thank you all for being here for episode 74 of the Unpixel podcast. I have no clue what we're talking about next week.
Sweetheart, if
I'll
you see
figure
this,
that
I'm so
out.
sorry.
In the next week, I guess. I'll find out before the next episode what we're going to talk about on the next episode.
Three-legged
If anyone
animals.
has any recommendations, yeah, toss them in Discord.
Should we take a week off to figure out what we're doing?
I don't know.
So next week we maybe either figure something out or we take a week off.
Or we
You'll
could
know
do one
next
of the ideas we talked about in Discord, games, maybe.
I have an idea. Next
yeah,
week,
game night.
drunk podcast.
Oh God, no.
Be drunk. At
I
least
have
half of us here are drinking right now.
I have
At least
apple
half
pie
of us.
moonshine. I have apple pie moonshine. We can
God.
do it. We can do it still. Turtle.
David, at this rate, you're gonna fucking kill me.
At least two of us are completely sober right now and not drinking tonight.
I am
I'm
sober right now. I'm drinking
not
water.
me.
Sober.
I'm
See,
drinking beer. I'm drinking
almost
beer.
all of
Drinking
us are
after
sober right
podcast.
now.
I'm
I haven't
drinking
been
beer.
drinking, officer.
But we can do a drinking stream
Anyway.
next week. I have off.
Anyway,
Completely.
Anyway, thank y'all for being
Anyway.
here. You can find us on Twitch under TurtleDude01 every Thursday Central Time. You can find all previous episodes over on YouTube under the same name, TurtleDude01.
Be a normal
If you're
podcast.
watching this on YouTube, make sure to comment. If you got this far in, comment something about your favorite VR chat feature, past, present, or future. And
hey, what VR update do you
also,
want to see?
Yeah, what are you most
if
excited
you're watching
for?
on Twitch, you should go subscribe on YouTube and watch any of the previous episodes.
That's your newest
Contract
subscriber.
Desktop.
Long time listener, first time caller.
Anyway,
Anyway,
yeah, so I think that pretty much wraps it up. I'm gonna go ahead and do the thing. We do the do. We do the do the do da do the do the do da.
Doo-doo.
So, chill yourself, Phil. Chill yourself. Chill yourself.
Oh,
That's a bit too close for comfort.
Oh yeah. Let's watch
Thank you.
this.
Y'all can find me on twitch.tv/DeltaFox. As some of y'all have noticed, I've made a small comeback over the last week. I've been streaming a little bit more. I'm not going to stream tonight, even though I'm headed to a game night, because OBS will not be able to handle it. But as soon as I do, y'all will know, and I'll see y'all then.
Xavier?
Hola! I have not much done there. I'm like between training for some other situation. I guess I can't put the details in because we're like keeping it super secret. But we got something big coming out very soon, and I think you're gonna love it.
Yeah. So you don't have anything to say, do
Got
you?
nothing this week.
Only
Nothing this
nubs!
week.
Only nubs!
Only nubs.
You can find me on Rumble and on Kick. I did do a stream last Monday, but like I say, stomach bug got me. But I should be back tomorrow. I'm going to do a late night stream, probably go over 4 months of missed news. So rumble.com/circuitry and kick.com. We dual stream between the two of them. If you can't find either link, you can go to my Twitter or X account, SYRKATRII. All of the links will be in the bio. So I hope to see you there.
Okay. You, sir?
I join Only Nubs, and I'm eating a banana Pop-Tart sandwich, and no one can tell me otherwise. And by the way, it's banana on top of a strawberry Pop-Tart on bread. 2 pieces to be exact.
Why not?
I'm not gonna warm it.
Why does this sound like a poor man's meal?
Why
sounds
do
like
you sound like you're gonna
for
do
something
dirty
kinky.
things to that food?
How do you know I
Anyway,
haven't
maybe
already?
salt in the tortilla
There's a
and
reason
call it
there's
a
only
snack.
half a banana on there.
Oh
my
my
God.
god. Okay. Well, I will be probably streaming in about an hour, maybe hour and a half. I don't know what yet. I will be streaming on Twitch at twitch.tv/Sir_Bloodworth. And Sunday, the 1st, that night I have a special planned idea for stream. It's going to be a debut of the new model that I'm going to be doing. Or having, shall we say.
Giggity.
Not Vrchat model, obviously, but
You're gonna
VTubing.
do a model? What? I'm confused.
There's a new model for VTubing that I'm debuting on Sunday.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna go back to the this view. Again, thank you all for being here, and I think that's about it for today.
Bye, Chad.
All right.
Feels good to
Protect the turtles.
protect the turtles.
Protect the turtles.